Hi guys, good evening. Okay, we are back. I was not able to take the CA final MCQ practice since the past few days because I was busy with the CA intermediate marathons. But guys, we are going to restart with this once again. Okay, chalo. Our target for today is to ensure that we complete the November 24 RTP MCQs. Okay, chalo, let's start. Okay, Cho. First, let's go ahead and read the entire case study which is there in the RTP. Now, mind you, old RTPs are usually relevant to the next attempt people. For example, the November RTP is going to be relevant for the May student. Okay, May 25. Chalo, let us start. Okay. Comtech Limited, a top 1000 listed entity on the Bombay Stock Exchange by market cap for the past 2 years, sells IT and related equipment directly to consumers through its website. One day, the CFO of the company received a video call from managing director instructing him to transfer 90 lakhs to the bank account of Next Limited. So CFO got a video call, and in that video call he saw that managing director was instructing him to transfer 90 lakhs to the bank account of Next Limited. Okay. When questioned by the CFO, the managing director explained that Next products are fast moving and contribute 30% of company's revenue. Further, the amount of payment is within the approved limit and can easily be remitted without any further approval. Satisfied with the explanation, the CFO made the necessary transfer. At the end of the month, while preparing the bank RECO, CFO realized that 5 incremental payments of 90 lakhs each had been made to Next Limited. These payments were unreconciled and does not have any corresponding entry in the books of accounts. The CFO explained the situation to the managing director, reminding him about the video call that had instructed him such payments. However, managing director denied making such video calls. In short, basically, clearly it is a case of cybercrime. CFO and MB engaged a forensic expert who observed that the company had cyber attack using sophisticated AI tools. Investigation further revealed that video call to the CFO was fake and made from the laptop not owned by the company. The hackers had gained access to the CFO's laptop and have obtained bank details and its authorization. The company filed a police complaint and reported the incident to the appropriate authorities. During the risk assessment, the auditor of the company determined that IT environment possessed a significant risk. The auditor assessed that the principal financial systems used in the preparation of financial statements were compromised during the cyber attack. So they realized that the internal control system is bad. The auditor was also focused on the judgments made by management related to known security incidents. The auditor made inquiries with risk management team and with the CFO, Chief Information Officer, to understand their assessment of cybersecurity and the measures in place to mitigate this risk, focusing on the principal systems used in preparation. The auditor also communicated with TCWG about the cyber incident, which he is also of course supposed to do with respect to SA 265. After completing the necessary procedures, the auditor felt that it had incurred additional efforts to the tune of 20%. The auditor reviewed with the assistant of specialist management assessment of the potential impact of the systems used in preparation of the financial statements. The management of the company was impressed about the level of detail and diligence employed by the auditor while dealing with cybersecurity incident. They particularly appreciated his in-depth knowledge, timely involvement of IT specialists by the auditor, and experience in dealing with cybersecurity incidents. The management felt that auditor would be right fit to conduct a thorough audit of the IT systems. In order to leverage his expertise, the management proposed to engage him as a systems auditor. So he was already doing FS audit, now he's also been granted systems audit. The stakeholders of the company believe that integrated reporting as prescribed by International Integrated Reporting Council, IIRC, should be prepared by the management. We are not talking about BRSR, we are talking about integrated reporting. Okay. The primary purpose was to explain the providers of financial capital how the company creates, preserves, or erodes value over time. Okay, so we are talking about chapter number 18. The integrated report would provide relevant information, both financial and other, for the benefits of all the stakeholders interested in the ability to create value. Including the employees, customers, suppliers, all of these stakeholders. Okay, all of these will get good amount of data. So let us start. On the basis of the above mentioned MCQs, we are required to answer the following MCQs. Okay, bacho. In the given case, cyber attack encountered by the company is known as. In the given case, cyber attack encountered by the company is known as what? Is it a spoofing attack? Is it a denial of service, malware, or identity based attack? बोलो बच्चों, क्या लग रहा है? Okay, remember what is it, बच्चों? It is nothing but it is a type of spoofing. Okay, wherein what is happening is that the particular person's the CFO's identity was spoofed. Okay, so it is a type of spoofing attack. Okay. Question number 2. The partner is confused as to whether the audit report would be impacted by cyber attack instance. What is the appropriate reporting implication? No implication in the audit report since the financial loss has already been recognized in the financial statements. So the first option says that no need to report anything, no implication of this cyber attack. Qualify the opinion as the amount of loss due to cyber attack is incremental, does not emanate from its operating activity. Completely bullshit. Include an emphasis meta paragraph as cyber security incidents are by default fundamental to the attention of users. Okay, this is a good one. Report as key audit matter since the cyber incidents was of most significance in the audit of the financial statements of the current period. Okay, bacho. Now, as you can see, there's a clear-cut confusion between C and D. Correct? Okay, no implication is also wrong. You have to, it is such a huge incident. You have to give some or the other implication. Now, if you remember 706 very clearly, 706 clearly says that you can include a matter in the emphasis matter paragraph provided it does not fulfill the definition of key audit matter. If it fulfills the definition of key audit matter, then in that case, you have to give first preference to key audit matter. Okay, so therefore, by logic, the correct answer is going to be D, bacho. Got it? Chalo, let's go ahead. Okay. Next question. Company wants to prepare an integrated report as contained in the International Integrated Reporting Council (IIRC) and endorsed by SEBI. The company secretary, guys, is of the view that integrated report is mandatory for a listed entity. We are not talking about BRSR. BRSR is mandatory for top 1000 listed entities. We are talking about integrated report. Which of the following is correct in this regard? The view of company secretary is correct since the company meets the qualifying threshold, that is top 1000 listed entities by market cap. You and I, we both know that this is for BRSR. Barabar na? So that is wrong. The view of company secretary is incorrect as integrated reporting is voluntary for top 500 listed entities, and the company secretary was saying that it is mandatory. C point. The view of the company secretary is correct as the company meets the qualifying threshold, that is top 1000 listed entities by market cap as at the end of the year. And last, the view of company is incorrect since integrated reporting voluntary for top 1000 listed entities. Okay, achha. I'll just show it to you. Hold on. Okay, guys. Remember, integrated reporting is voluntary for the top 500 listed entities. Let us check and let me just show it to you where exactly it is in the study mat, so that you also know that you can't skip anything from the study mat. Any question can be asked from anywhere. We have to look at the trend in India. Okay, evolution of ESG in India in this 2009, 2015 is BRSR. Okay, look at this 2017, SEBI recommended integrated reporting for top 500 listed entities. On 6 Feb, SEBI issued a circular advising top 500 listed companies which are required to prepare BRR to adopt integrated reporting on a voluntary basis from the financial year 17-18. So very simple, the top 500 listed entities which are there, they have to basically do it on a voluntary basis. Okay. Chalo. Therefore, top 500 listed entities, voluntary basis. Correct answer is going to be B. Okay, bacho. So moral of the story is that you cannot skip anything. Remember this, huh? You cannot skip anything, guys. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Integrated reporting comprises of 6 C's. याद है ना 6 C's. The company observed that it has capitalized intangible assets patent and rooftop solar equipment in balance sheet. In the integrated report, patents and solar equipment should be disclosed respectively as. Okay, so when it is a patent and they are saying respectively, means the first one talks about patent. बराबर ना? So patent is what? Is it a financial capital? No. Is it a natural capital? No. Is it intellectual capital? Yes. Is it human capital? No. Correct? So even if you don't know the other one, using logic, even if you know one, you'll be able to give the correct answer. Correct? So the correct answer is going to be C, bachcho. Okay. Last question before we hit the independent MCQs. Okay, bachcho. Can the auditor accept the system audit as offered by Comtech Limited? So he's already doing the audit of financials. Can he do the audit of the systems audit as well? Yes, he can accept the assignment, provided it did not involve any scrutiny or review of financial data and information. Yes, he can accept it, provided it involves scrutiny and review of financial data. Yes, auditor can accept, provided the fee for audit is not more than system audit fee. So bilkul, it's absolutely incorrect. We have not read anything like this. No, he cannot accept the assignment as it does not, since it did not involve any scrutiny of financial data, which this also is incorrect. Okay. So the confusion always lies between two. I have always told you A and B. Now pay attention, guys. Supposing you tick mark B as answer, what does it mean? It means that you're allowing the auditor to review the financial data. Basically, when he's doing system audit, and system audit involves review of financial data, so that work is already happening in the financial statement audit. So in a way, there will be a self-review thread. You are actually checking your own work. Okay, so therefore B will be wrong because of self-review thread. Your correct answer is going to be A. Got it? You can do the system audit provided it does not involve any scrutiny of financial data because both are separate works. Got it? चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Let's go to the independent MCQs now. CA Vijay qualified as chartered accountant November 22. Started his professional practice in Delhi. Since he has enough time to devote on other activities, he is considering the following 4 options. He wants to do part-time tutoring under coaching organization of the institute. Under the institute, if you are doing part-time coaching, no problem, provided it is 25 hours per week. Editorship of journal other than professional journal. Okay, if you remember, journal other than professional journal, you need a specific permission, correct? If it was a professional journal, then no permission is required. Acting as recovery consultant in banking sector, no permission required. Owning agricultural land and doing agriculture, no permission required. It is generally allowed. Okay. Do you think CA Vijay needs to take any specific or prior permission for any of the work? So I just explained to you in the question itself. When you're doing question, that is when you're doing editorship of journals, that is where you need that is a place, guys, where you need what? That is a place where you need permission. Okay. So let's look at the answer. Specific and prior permission is required for editorship of journals other than professional journals. So A looks correct. Recovery consultant you don't need, agriculture you don't need, and editorship and agriculture. Okay, so all the 3 are incorrect. This one also talks about editorship, but it talks about agriculture as well. For agriculture you don't need permission. So between A and D, your better answer is A. Got it? Chalo, next one. Caro. CA RK, the auditor of Shipra Limited, resigned from the post due to personal reasons. CA SP was appointed as the subsequent auditor of the company by the board. During the conclusion of audit, should CA SP mention CA RK's resignation in the Caro report? Okay, bacho, so you are very well aware of that. When I have taught you, that time also I have taught you that clause 17, 17 पे खतरा किसका है? Cash loss का, बराबर ना? And जैसे once the moment cash loss happened, who Who ran away? The auditor ran away. So clause 18 is what? Clause 18 is auditor resignation. So clearly you should definitely mention about the fact about auditor's resignation in the CARO report, and you have to also inform in the CARO report whether you have taken into consideration any objections raised by the previous auditor. Okay. No, CARO does not state any requirements to report resignation auditor. Absolutely incorrect. Yes, as per clause, I just showed you the clause number also. 17 पे खतरा कैश लॉस का था एंड 18 में कौन आता है? ऑडिटर भाग गया, तो इट इज 18. As per clause 18 of para 3 of CARO, CSP should report the resignation of RK and state if he has taken into consideration the issued objections. Absolutely bang on correct. Okay, Ocho. Chalo. The last one, question number 8. It is the last one. After that, your part B starts. Correct? Okay, it looks like a case study in itself. Chalo. SMN Limited is a management consulting firm and in operation for the last 15 years. The company's financial reporting process is sound and its statutory auditors has issued clean audit report. Very good. It's a management consulting firm working since past 15 years. The financial reporting is sound. Issued clean report on the audit of financial statements of the company since inception. Due to mandatory audit rotation under Companies Act, MNO was appointed as the new auditor for the financial year ending 31st March 24. Earlier, who was the auditor, guys? नाम दिया था क्या? No, they are not given the old name, but the new auditor is MNO. During the audit, MNO Associates performed procedures on both the current year financials and opening balance. No significant issues have been observed during the audit, and the auditors intended to issue a clean report this year also. They included an other matter para in the report, noting that previous year financials were audited by different auditor. Okay, which is absolutely required as per SA 710. Okay. The management requested this reference but be removed since MNO and Associates audited the opening balance also, and such a reference is not required. So client is saying that don't give reference that the old audit was done by somebody else. Client is saying this. However, auditors did not agree with the management. Please advise the auditor or who is incorrect with the right guidance. So guys, the auditor was absolutely right. You have to give reference to the old auditor. Barabar na? The contention of management is valid. Incorrect. Any auditor has two options, either to perform audit procedures on opening balance or give such reference. No, there is no such option. In the given situation, even if the auditor wants to give such reference, management should have taken approval from the previous auditor. No. And last point, the report of the auditor is correct and is in line with the standards on auditing. An auditor is required to include such reference in the report under other matter. Absolutely correct. Okay, Acho. Chalo, let us check the answers once. Okay, ADB, ADBC, A, ADBC, ABD, ADBC, ABD, ADBC, ABD. Got it? Okay, perfect. With that, guys, we are through with our RTP for November 24. In the next class, guys, I will be solving another RTP, that is your RTP for May 24 as well. Okay, and if at all any chapter is left off, we'll cover that as well. In fact, I have to cover the institute, the MCQs which are there on the institute portal. Okay, where you have to put in your ID, where you have to put in your WRO number and login. Those MCQs also I'm collating in a document so that we can solve them together. Got it? So stay tuned for that. Okay, ensure that you are joining this session every day at 10 p.m. and sharing this session with all your friends, so that people who are not doing the MCQs, at least in this half an hour, 45 minutes, some MCQ practice happening. Okay, the way in which exams are being conducted, MCQs is your saving grace now. Okay, nothing can help you apart from the MCQs, because the type of questions that are coming, it is stupendous. Okay, so therefore you can't afford to lose marks when it comes to MCQs. Got it? Chalo.